What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Your New York Knicks just laid out a stinker in MSG, and they lose by a final score of 94-100 to the Detroit Pistons in Game 2. Series is now tied at a game apiece. And boy, oh boy, where do we begin? Appreciate you guys in the chat. Would appreciate you guys liking the stream. Subscribe, all the good stuff. I know we're going to be in a sour mood tonight, guys. What did we just watch? Like, what was that? That was a disgusting brand of basketball from you New York Knickerbockers. Disgusting. Nasty. Terrible. What other words to put it? I can't believe it. Look, Pistons came here on a mission. Credit to Detroit Pistons. Played physical. Played tough. MSG didn't phase him in Game 2. Almost blew the lead in the fourth quarter. Again. Knicks had some golden opportunities late in that fourth quarter. Mikal Bridges missed, I would say, like 7 open shots. And it stinks because other than the missed shots that Mikal Bridges had, I thought he actually had a respectable game. But you can't make up for those 3 of 11 from Mikal Bridges. You can't make that up. Right? And now you find yourself series tied 1-1 headed to Detroit. And the Detroit Pistons, job done from them. And that was a disgusting brand of basketball from you New York Knickerbockers, ladies and gentlemen. Nasty. Nasty. I mean, Jalen Brunson, one-man show. OG, no show. Got cooked by Cade tonight, and it's such a demoralizing feeling because in Game 1, OG was locking Cade up, and credit to the Pistons. They made their adjustments, right? Knicks didn't. Karl Anthony Towns, ladies and gentlemen, only 11 field goal attempts. How does that happen? Only 2 3-point field goal attempts. How does that happen? How does it happen? That's coaching, man. Got to get the guy involved more. And look, Cat was getting, other than the offense, Cat was getting eaten alive on the defensive boards. I mean, if you take a look at these defensive boards, 34 rebounds for the Knicks compared to 48 rebounds from the Detroit Pistons. Pistons are one of the best rebounding teams in the league. We knew that coming into the series. Pistons out-rebounded the Knicks by 14. Would you look at that? Guys, tonight was a nasty brand of basketball for me, New York Knickerbockers. I feel like I need to take a shower after watching that game. I feel like I need to take another shower because I don't know what we were watching, especially in that third quarter. When look, Knicks only put up 18 points, Pistons put up 20. Second quarter, 30-31. First quarter, Knicks came out flat. Guys, appreciate you guys in the chat. Like you guys hear it in my tone. I'm not in a good mood tonight. Again, bad game, man. Bad game all around. This Rover says we're sloppy. This Rover says it's been like this every other game this season. We go off one night. Next game we shoot 30%. Crimes Dad, what's going on, Crimes Dad? I appreciate the members in here. After tonight, I'm thinking Cade will have a new name. Facade. He overrated. Been saying he's not a super. Well, Crimes Dad, Cade was absolutely cooking the New York Knicks tonight. He was incredible. 33 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. Played like a damn superstar. Got to the line, 12 free throw attempts. We'll talk about the free throw disparity. But right now, I just want to get this off my chest. This was a terrible brand of basketball that we saw tonight. Terrible product that the New York Knicks put in front of their home crowd in MSG for Game 2. I'm sorry that you guys played, whoever was at the game, I'm sorry that you played good money to be at this game because it's super expensive. I mean, yeah, it's just $250 just getting in the building. I'm sorry you had to watch this product. No ball movement. No fire. Nothing. Bench. Nothing. McBride finally hit 2 threes in the second half. You went to campaign in the first game. You didn't go to him for a spark in the second. Jalen Brunson had a golden opportunity there late in the game to hit a 3. But when he's playing the entire second half on a bad ankle, it's going to be short. And that's what it was, short. 44 minutes from Jalen Brunson, 40 minutes from Josh Hart, played the entire second half, 42 minutes for OG Anunoby. And look, I'm not the minute police. 43 for Tobias, 41 for Cade. But look at their bench, 30 Beasley, 29 Schroeder. Schroeder's the fake tough guy. Don't care what you guys say. But, yeah, I mean, Knicks got absolutely nothing from their bench. Mitch gave them some moments with the 4 offensive rebounds. Payne, nothing. Shamet is just doing cardio out there. Josh Hart, great hustle plays tonight, but he's not scoring. Terrible product we saw out there. Big Task, what's going on? Appreciate you guys in here. Like the live, even though the New York Knicks seem like the live, guys. Appreciate you guys, man. Zaire says Josh Hart's the only one who wanted a rebound. Yep. 6'6" guard, out-rebounding a 7-foot center. 7 boards for Josh Hart, 6 from your 7-foot center, Karl-Anthony Towns. Hustling. I thought the Knicks should have, to be honest, guys, I thought the Knicks should have ended the game with Mitchell Robinson. Like, Towns was just he wasn't involved in tonight's game at all. Wasn't involved and just didn't look like he wanted to. I'm not gonna it just wasn't involved. After having a great game 1, I mean, this is why every game is like its own chapter. I mean, playoffs are it's crazy. I mean, the playoffs are just a different animal. Game 1, great game from Cat. Game 2, terrible. Cat he didn't look like he wanted to be out there, man. He's getting out-rebounded, out-hustled. Pistons, they just seem like they wanted it more. And after you say that, you're saying to yourself, like, what is going on? I know the Knicks made their comeback, but now you gave the team a little bit of confidence heading into Detroit, and now the series is tied 1-1. We got ourselves a series, right? I thought the Knicks should have closed the game with Mitch. Cat wasn't giving you anything offensively. Why not? Dis Rover says nobody passing him the ball to even catch and shoot. Brunson played iso ball like he was Kyrie Irving. Look, Jalen Brunson, if it wasn't for him, the Knicks team would have gotten blown out tonight. Timely shots from JB. Laid it out on the line, went back to the locker room. Bad ankle, clearly. No one else did anything. JB didn't get any help offensively tonight. Bridges, I thought, prior to him missing some just wide open shots in the fourth quarter, Bridges was having a great game. Like, he was tracking the ball extremely well in the first half. What do you have? 3 steals tonight from Mikal Bridges. And then you're sitting there like, wow, Bridges is actually sitting there having a good game. Fourth quarter comes around, wide open clank. Wide open clank. Wide open clank. And you're like, damn. Anunoby, wide open clank. 0-4. Towns 0-2. He's not shooting threes. Brunson 4-12. Hart 1-2. I mean, Knicks shot 28% from 3, but the Pistons shot 22% from 3. Right? It's one thing if the Pistons were shooting well like they did in game 1, but they came back to earth in game 2. Knicks shot terrible from 3, but the Pistons shot terrible from 3. Tonight's game was being lost on the rebounds. No rebounds, no rings. Like Pat Riley once said. No rebounds, no rings. And the New York Knicks just got outclassed on the boards tonight. And you look at the Pistons side, only 11 assists. They weren't moving the ball. 15 assists for the Knicks. They were moving the ball more than the Pistons. But Knicks were on their heels all game long. I thought the Pistons, first half, the Knicks, man, transition defense in the first half was terrible. Knicks were just, Pistons would get the ball, just run down the court. Knicks would struggle to even find their man and just struggle to guard up. 0-7 from 3 to start this game. 0-8 from 3, after one quarter. 5 turnovers, and they were down 25-18 after quarter 1. 0-8 from 3. Transition defense was terrible. Pistons were catching us on our heels, and the free throw disparity in the first half was 14-2. Knicks shot 12 less free throws, 12 less bench points, and they were only down 6 heading into halftime. Right? Look, referees were terrible tonight, guys. Terrible. Awful. Letting a lot play. Knicks got the shitty end of the stick in the first half. They were letting the Pistons get away with everything. Referees were terrible in the first half, but I'm not going to blame this game on the refs. Look, it sucks. It's the NBA playoffs. I mean, these guys are, every time we get that dude with the fade. I mean, I don't even know what's his name. I forgot his name. Acosta, something. I think the Pistons are now 7-2 with him, and we're like 2-7. I mean, look into that maybe, but I'm not going to blame this game on the refs. Refs were terrible. The free throw disparity tonight was like, that's what won them the game, if you want to say. I mean, 34 attempts for the Pistons, 19 for the Knicks. But it was more than that. Out-hustled. The rebounds. Pistons found something with Cade. OG looked tired. Like, Anunoby looked really tired tonight. And you're asking a lot from him. Like, game 1, he was incredible, but he looked tired. Cade found something in that matchup, and Cade was taking advantage of that matchup all night long. Cade was awesome. And look, game 1, lights were too bright for Cade Cunningham. Game 2, the lights were dim for him. Didn't matter. He adjusted. OG looked tired out there, man. 4-10. Suni Lee sitting courtside. Didn't matter tonight for OG Anunoby. Right? PR, appreciate you guys in the chat. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, support the channel. Got a lot of comments to catch up on. Pacers stinks. Like, holy, look at the free throw attempts, 34-19. Hard to win games when teams are taking 15 more free throws. Agree. Smart kid. All the other teams with home court in the East blowing out teams, and we struggling to stay close in games. Guys, Pistons can honestly go home thinking, look, we should be up 2-0 on these guys. But they're not. And credit to the Detroit Pistons, man. They outworked us tonight, man. Knicks played a terrible brand of basketball. Terrible. I'm the first one to admit it. And you guys saw the game. And they played a terrible brand of basketball, and the Pistons almost choked this game away again. Again, they almost choked this game away. Mikal Bridges. Boy, oh boy, Mikal. Mikal's going to take those slings. He's going to take those arrows. Mikal Bridges had some great looks in the fourth quarter, and he just missed them. Sometimes that's the name of the game, guys. Great looks, and you just missed them. You got to make those, man. If you're open, you got to make them. 3 of 11 from 3 from Mikal. But, I mean, it's hate. I hate to, like, pile on Mikal because he did a lot of things good, but 0-4 from OG, 0-2 from Cat. I mean, Karl-Anthony Towns, no show tonight, guys. I mean, he might as well stay at home. He might as well stay home if you're going to play like this. Pistons are playing physical. They're trying to beat up on the Knicks. Dennis Schroeder, fake tough guy. They're trying to beat up on the Knicks. Knicks aren't matching their physicality right now. They're not. And that's a problem. If you're not going to match their physicality, this is going to be a long series. Like, Pistons are hungry. They just got a huge confidence booster in Game 2 in MSG. Huge. And after that performance from Cade, 33-12, only 3 assists. But Jalen Duren, one of the league's best rebounders, 13, 4 offensive boards. Ashur Thompson fouled out, 3 offensive boards. Tobias Harris, again, 13 boards for Tobias Harris. And then Dennis Schroeder, he was big for them. Look, I don't like the guy. I actually despise Dennis Schroeder, but I can't deny that he was huge for the Detroit Pistons tonight. I can't. He was big for them. And you look at the bench points, Pistons, 34, 35 bench points from them. And the New York Knicks had 8. And that is not a recipe for success. ladies and gentlemen. Brent from Twitter, Pistons are tougher and y'all got to figure Cat out. Yeah, man. I mean, it's weird. What did Cat have yesterday? 14 field goal attempts, and he was efficient. Only 11 tonight. Brunson missed him in the first half on a couple of pick and pops. And yet, look, the ball needs to move, man. This game was pretty much reminiscent to how this Knicks team has been playing down the stretch, and you don't like that. You don't like that, man. And now you got 2 days off to sit with this L. You got 2 days off in between games 2 and 3. You got 2 days off in between 3 and 4. So you're sitting in Detroit, and now the Pistons have the momentum going into Detroit. Now the Knicks got to steal one, right? Got to. And I ultimately, I think they will, and I still do think the Knicks will win this series. But what we saw tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Wayne says, I don't care about physical play, but you got to call it the same on both sides of the floor. Wayne, appreciate you in here. Get rid of Mikal from X. It sucks, man, because Mikal, I thought in that first half, look, 3 steals, tracking the ball well, the rebounds, the turnover late. It's the missed shots, man. That was it for Mikal tonight. It's the missed shots. 8 of 18. And look, 8 of 18 from Mikal, missing wide open threes, man. You got to hit your threes. And from the above the break this season, he's been terrible. And maybe that's by design for the Pistons. He's been a terrible above the break three-point shooter. Great corner three-point shooter. Terrible above the break three-point shooter. Missed some key shots tonight, man. Loud and clear, what's going on, man? Appreciate you in here. Appreciate you for always staying a member, becoming a member. What's good, Knicks fans? Bad effort from the team. Bad officiating from the refs. I'm not worried. It's still Cade, Cunningham, Dodge, Ram, Greetings, and Ham, Knicks in 5. L. Figgy says Brunson running around with a bad ankle and slap mark on his face. Mike says Knicks go way too ISO heavy too often when they have Cat, Brunson, and an unguardable pick and roll. Pop just abandoned it all game long. I don't get it. Yes. Yep. Just Knicks. What's going on, Just Knicks? Appreciate you in here. Lamar. What's going on, Lamar? Appreciate all of you guys in here. Look, Knicks didn't like us tonight, but I want you guys to like the live stream. This was a terrible performance, man. Terrible. Crimes ass says we're on the bright side. We can't be swept versus Detroit, and Thibs may still get fired. Lamar says, what's going on, Crimes? I appreciate you for becoming a member as well. Lamar says we're outplayed in both games. At some point, we need a solid Allen. Lamar, good point. The New York Knicks were outplayed. They played 8 quarters. They were outplayed in what? 6? Maybe even 7 quarters? 6 quarters. So if you want to play it by quarter, the Knicks have been outplayed, right? And tonight was concerning because offensively, Knicks didn't look good. They didn't feed off the crowd. They were missing their open shots. The Cat and Brunson pick and roll. I don't know. Figure it out. Figure it out, guys. These Karl Anthony Towns makes what, like $50 million a year. Brunson makes, like, I don't even want to get in their pockets, but Brunson, amazing game tonight. Tom Thibodeau is the head coach of this basketball team. Figure it out. How can you not figure that out? The pick and roll with Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns is like non-existent anymore. It's not. It's not existent. We don't see it consistently. And yeah, I know Brunson missed Cat on a few times in the first half, but figure it out, man. This team is too talented to have games like this. Too talented to have games like this. You got OG, you got Cat, you got Brunson, you got Hart, you got Mikal, you got Mitch. Look, bench, Payne, nothing. Shamet, nothing. But Pistons, you're more talented than the Pistons, but the Pistons are playing harder. They're fighting through picks. They're playing more physical than you. And they're outclassing you currently in 6 of 8 quarters, right? I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't. And thank God for that fourth quarter in game 1. Like, If it wasn't for that fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen, your New York Knicks would be down 0-2. Look, I don't want to get into that, but it's series is tied 1-1. Figure it out, man. And the rotations tonight, I don't know. Like I know Payne. It was like last game, right? Remember last game in the first half, Payne didn't play in the third quarter in the second half. Fourth quarter, they put him in and he gave him a spark. Tonight, he didn't play at all in the second half. He didn't play at all. Thibs didn't go to him. Shamet running cardio. So all of that good juju that Shamet was having to end the season, and people were like, we can trust Landry Shamet now because he's hitting his threes. Even I was saying this, by the way, so I'm victim to this. We can trust Landry Shamet. Well, you know what? I got this button. He looks like a deer in the headlights out there. He is not ready for the moment. El Figgy says, we came out flat from tip-off. Loud and clear. It's embarrassing. Cat can't consistently win against guys smaller than him like Tobias Harris. Come on, man. Yeah. They are throwing Tobias Harris at him, and Cat won that matchup a few times tonight. But they were roughing him up. And look, the free throw disparity is one thing, but if it depends on the flow of the game. I mean, the Pistons were playing physical with Karl-Anthony Towns, and they just outclassed the Knicks tonight. What more is there to say? Woody says Towns is so great and you don't make game plans around him. Towns had no ball to touch, got cold, not his fault. Yeah. It is a team effort. It is not solely based on one person, right? It's not. A lot of times Cat was isolated with Tobias Harris. I would say, he made more than he missed against Tobias Harris in when he was being guarded by Tobias Harris? So 10 points, 6 boards for Karl-Anthony Towns. So your center, right? Only shot 11 shots tonight. Why is he not involved more? Why? That's coaching, right? After how we praised Tom Thibodeau after game 1. You gotta question his game plan this game. You got to. And look, I'm not blaming this game on Tom Thibodeau when the players shoot 28% from 3, but it was just a Brunson show. And look, he made timely shots to even get this Knicks team back in the game, right? Missed shots from Mikal. Thibs is not shooting the ball. Mikel's shooting the ball. Deuce, if he didn't hit those 2 threes, man. But even so, it's like you're not getting much. You're not getting much. You need more from these guys, man. You need more from these guys. Like Pistons, Paul Reed came in for the injured Stewart. Actually gave them some sparks. Ron Holland, he's young. He looks like, the lights are too bright for him. Dennis Schroeder, look, he's a great Olympic performer. So these games don't matter to him. Been there, done that. Say what you want. Been bouncing around the league. Lakers, Nets, here and there. Now he's with Detroit. Malik Beasley, 1 of 8 from 3. Tim Hardaway Jr., 0 of 6 from 3. So they shot 1 of 14 out of Beasley and Hardaway, and you still lost. You still lost. I don't like it. PR says when Paul Reed is out hustling Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitch on the boards and second chance points, it's a rough night. Yep. Dis Rover says I don't want to blame Landry. He's not getting attempts. Yeah, he had a bad turnover in the first half, like a stupid pass. That wasn't his fault, kind of, but look, 14 turnovers from the Knicks. 15 from if you want. It's awful. I need to take a shower after this game, man. I don't know. And the thing is, they had their opportunities late in the fourth. So take out everything. You had your opportunities to tie the game. You had your opportunities to take the lead, and you just missed shots, man. You missed shots. You got out rebounded and got outplayed and got out hustled, and that's how you win on the road in the NBA. Out rebound your opponent, out hustle them, and you got to be physical. You got to match their physicality. You got to. You got to. Like, that's their game plan. Coming into this series, that's their game plan. This Knicks team is quote-unquote fake tough guys. Okay, there's no award for being tough. If you want a trophy for that, cool. Have at it. But at some point, this Knicks team has to match the Detroit Pistons' physicality. They're coming into MSG, roughing us up, and they're not calling anything, right? They're not calling anything. And that's a referee problem, but they're coming into MSG, trying to out-hustle us, trying to just outwork us, and they did in game 2, and they're being physical with us, and we need to show that we're physical back. After all the talking they were doing after game 1, they backed it up after game 2. I need to hear some talking from the Knicks. Sand says, I'm pissed. Joe Skillford says, Thibs makes boneheaded rotations way too often. Tonight, it's weird. I mean, you praised Thibs after game 1. I thought he coached a phenomenal job, and campaign will do that to you. And he was like benching Mikal Bridges late in that fourth, but I thought Mikal did some good things in game 1 tonight. I mean, you didn't see campaign at all in the second half. So after Thibs said, "Oh, I like the 2-guard lineup with Brunson, campaign," I mean, you saw it for what? 5 minutes? Not even. 4 minutes? I don't even think you saw campaign and Brunson tonight. So what was working in game 1, and I know campaign, it's the campaign experience. He came into the and blame campaign too. He came into this basketball game, and in like 2 minutes, he picked up like 3 fouls. And I know one of them, Dennis Schroeder, was like flopping and this and that, and they actually called it. But it's the campaign experience. What we just witnessed is the campaign experience. This rower says, see, and this is why I don't want to give this credit for everything. Woody says we should be down 0-2. First game was lucky. Wayne says the Pistons were begging for us to steal this one too, but we were so bad that we couldn't. Isaiah says, I thought PJ Tucker was an enforcer, not seeing anything from him when the fake tough guys start to act out of turn. I need to see some PJ Tucker in this series. I need to. I don't care how it's done. I don't care what rotation pocket you find for him. You need, because clearly, I know Josh Hart was getting in the face of Dennis Schroeder there in the second half, and you kind of like that. Pistons are just out toughing us, man. And look, cool. I don't care. We could play soft and still win, right? But you're 1-1 now. It's 1-1 going into Detroit. You didn't take care of home court. You probably should have lost game 1, but you didn't. Tonight you got outplayed. Fourth quarter, you started to turn it on late. You missed some wide open shots. Cool. But now you're going to Detroit tied 1-1. And the Pistons have no momentum. And now you got to sit with this L for 2 nights. Adjust. Could be a benefit to get our captain healthy. Jalen Brunson, 2 nights off with that ankle. It's clearly not healthy, right? But he's gutting it out there. Jeffrey, what's going on, Jeffrey? Haven't seen you in here. The problem is the coaching. We all love Brunson. However, the ball is not moving. Brunson can't take 27 shots. Karl Anthony Towns took 11 shots and not one play run for him with smaller guys guarding him. Jeffrey, appreciate the comment. Rasta says Thibs is the problem. Yeah, it's unfathomable that it is April 21. It's April 21st. And you still have moments like you have tonight when Karl Anthony Towns, 11 shots, no actions, a lot of ISO stuff from JB. And look, he's your best player, right? You put on his cape after game 1, right? And shout out to all the fans that came to tonight wearing a cape, by the way, starting a movement. But, I mean, there's only so much you can do. You got to move the ball, man. You got to move the basketball. But yet, 15 assists from the Knicks. The Pistons only had 11 assists, guys. Lots of one-on-one stuff tonight from the Pistons. Cade, Telling you, man. Look, OG did a great job on him in game 1. Pistons were doing a great job getting OG Anunoby off of Cade on screens, running OG Anunoby on screens, getting off of Cade. Cade did just a great job. I mean, getting matched up with Mikal, and that to Cade Cunningham. Mikal really can't guard Cade, even though he did a good job in game 1. Josh Hart right now is struggling defensively. Look, it's a bummer when the Pistons are without Isaiah Stewart, one of their best defenders, and you still manage to put up 94 points and have Paul Reed come in there and give them a spark, and your 7-foot center only grabbed 6 boards. Like, you know, Mitchell Robinson is a great rebounder, Tom Thibodeau, right? One of our best. Him and Josh Hart, one of our best rebounders on the team. 20 minutes for Mitch. I don't know. I needed to see more Mitch. I did. It was too easy for the Pistons late in the game, down the stretch. And I know you put him in substitution too late when they were at the free throw line, but I don't know, man. You got to defend the paint, man. You got to. I'm frustrated, guys. Terrible loss for the New York Knicks. Absolutely terrible loss. Once again, appreciate you guys in here. Knicks 94, Pistons 100. This series is tied going to Detroit. 1-1. Knicks can't take care of home court advantage. Appreciate you guys watching me over on X. Appreciate you guys on YouTube as well. I was live streaming on TikTok. Appreciate you guys on TikTok live streaming the game. I'm gonna be live streaming the game on TikTok for the entire series. So make sure you follow me at @NickStation_. And yeah, I was a nervous wreck. I wanted to throw up late in the 4th quarter because Mikal had good looks, man. Mikal had good looks. Missed him. Woody, can't sleep tonight. Very sad. El Figgy, Thibs is stubborn. He prefers Deuce to Cam. And that hits the hill he will die on. First half, I was like, dude, show me something, man. Show me something. Show me something. But what have we said? Thibodeau has options. We've seen PJ Tucker. We saw him versus the Detroit Pistons. Dennis Schroeder needs to be laid on his ass. I'm not condoning violence. I will never do that. We saw PJ Tucker do just that in Detroit. You need an enforcer. It's time. And I know PJ Tucker's not going to solve anything. 5 minutes of PJ Tucker wouldn't hurt. Excuse me. And Landry Shamet. You're now 2 games in, and Landry Shamet has done absolutely nothing. So I've said this. Is it time for Tom Thibodeau to pivot? We've seen DeLon Wright. We've seen, stay ready. We've seen what DeLon Wright can do. You need some defense. You need, I don't want to panic too. It's 1-1, but I mean, what I saw tonight was just a bad product. Bad product. Wayne says talented trump toughness. Wayne, agree. It should. Knicks are too talented to be playing like this, man. Even in a bad game, bad shooting night. And look, OG, he looked exhausted out there. He looked like he had no legs. Wide open shots in the 4th quarter, missed. Missed. And these attempts from Karl-Anthony Towns, he's like, I don't understand, because when he was in Minnesota, he would attempt 5, 6, 7 threes a game. And now he's not even attempting them. He's not even attempting threes anymore. And he's one of the best big men shooting bigs in the league. Guys, Karl-Anthony Towns is one of the league's best big man shooting bigs. And his 3-point attempts have been down. Now, his finger could be hurting him. His thumb could be hurting him. He shoots 40-something% from 3. And we're not seeing anything from that. I don't get it, man. This offense is too good. It's too good, man. It's too good. Too talented to be playing like this. Excuse me. But hey, this is exactly how this Knicks team closed out the season, right? So are we surprised? Are we surprised right now? Michael says Jalen Brunson is the least ethical hooper. He moan and flop if someone breathes the same air as him. Michael, are you a Pistons fan, Michael? Shams is a big fat zero. Move on from him. Thibs has zero imagination and will be outcoached. Detroit is gonna be a bloodbath. Yeah. Right in Achua ain't got no minutes when the team looking gas. Thibs, what are we doing? 2 days off in between games 2 and 3 now. Isaiah says if we lose this series, man, I don't know what's gonna happen, but there is no way Leon is happy right now. Look, after game 1, after you had that 21-0 run, thank goodness for that. You're sitting there yourself like, okay, lights are too bright for Detroit. Pistons, what are they saying to themselves as a team? If we were only just, and during that 21-0 run, guys, let's not get it twisted. Pistons were missing wide open shots. I went back and watched. Pistons were playing their game, and they were just missing. And then things started to spiral, and they got rattled a little bit. They probably told themselves that in their hotel room. And look, if we continue to play the same game, we will win. And what did they do tonight? They out-rebounded the Knicks. They were out physical with the Knicks. And they shot poorly, no assists, and they still won. Concerning. So now the Pistons are feeling good. Like, I ain't scared. After game 1, you saw Malik Beasley getting into it after MSG with some fans. I saw Thompson talking like, yeah, Jalen Brunson, he's not hard to guard. All he does is flop. And instead of the Knicks laying a hammer out and laying an ass kicking tonight, they looked terrible. And that is a concern, ladies and gentlemen. Lamar says, I might sound crazy, but game 3 is a must win. It's not a must win, Lamar, but it's pretty damn close. All eyes will be on Thursday night. I'll tell you that much, man. OG only need to be on Cade in the 4th to save the legs. Yeah, OG was dead tired, man. Dead tired. Dead tired tonight. All right, get to the calls, man. I'm upset, so I'm going to let Yuri talk to you guys in the Discord. You guys can hit the Discord link and call in. I'm going to just let you guys speak right now and see what's on your mind, but yeah, it's not good, man. It's not good. Yuri, what's going on, man?
I'm going to be honest with you. We've talked about this, throughout the entire season, right? I'm very worried about how the team looks right now, even going into playoffs. You had all the smack talk going on with Isaiah Thompson, with Malik Beasley. You should have just laid the hammer down. You look terrible. Am I concerned? I'm 60% confident, 30% nervous now. Honestly, I'm keeping it real as a Knicks fan.
Yo, it's so funny how it switches, man.
It's up and down. This is the playoffs, man. This is the playoffs.
Yuri, I agree, man. Look, I came out of game 1 feeling happy, but at the same time, this is why you
now I'm worried.
You gotta be, man. I mean, the way the Knicks have looked, the Pistons have outplayed the Knicks. What, 6 out of the 8 quarters they played, and they are
now you can't get Cat's got to demand the ball more. He's got to demand the ball more. And I get it. He stopped taking threes. I'm thinking his thumb is still hurting him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brunson's not 100% healthy, folks. I hate to tell you that.
No, he's not.
He's not. The fact that he's even out there right now, he's a madman. I'm trying to lighten.
But shouldn't that give you more reason to move the damn basketball? If Jalen Brunson's not healthy and not have him take, 20? What did he take tonight?
And with just a guy behind a microphone talking about the game. I hate to tell you that.
What
I'm
happened?
being so real right now. We're just a guy behind a microphone talking about the game.
Yeah, I mean, look,
We don't know
Brunson
what,
shoots 27 shots, Cat shoots 11, Anunoby 10, Bridges 18, and missed some key threes in that fourth.
which would have basically gave us the lead.
Yeah,
That's what kills me.
yeah.
And he was doing good throughout that third quarter. You know, it's like we went from highs to lows. So that's why even after the stream, I wasn't bragging about the game. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna take it as it goes. I'm not gonna say fire Tibbs or anything like that, right? But if the Pistons lose the series, if the Pistons actually do win the series, and because we've seen what happens when teams lose to the Pistons this season, changes happen. I'm letting you know right now. I'm cautioning the chat, and you can clip me when I'm saying this too. If the Knicks actually do lose this series,
Yeah,
right? Changes are coming.
of course.
They're coming. I'm letting you guys know that right now. But anyway, I'm gonna move on to the positive, right? You got 2 days off, right? Jalen Brunson gets to heal up that ankle. But back to the topic outside, and it's like, why couldn't we get the double big lineup in that fourth quarter? Why? I don't understand that. You're getting out rebounded, and shouldn't you think to yourself, maybe I should go double big. Maybe let's do that. And
20,
throughout the game, right?
yeah, 20 minutes from
Throughout
Mitch
the game,
tonight.
right?
We saw more double big lineup last game because Josh Hart was in foul trouble. And Josh Hart was limited to, 28 minutes last game because he was in foul trouble. And you saw more of the double big lineup, which was effective. But Tibbs has a love affair with Josh Hart. And Josh Hart, look, you needed his rebounding tonight, that's for sure. But, yeah, I want to see that more.
And the series is going to probably come down to the wire. I still got Knicks in 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still think they pull the series out. But I'm speaking as an NBA casual fan right now. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pistons win this series if the Knicks continue to play basketball like this.
Yuri.
That's my way of looking at it.
Yuri, appreciate the call. Appreciate the call, Yuri. Thank you for the support, as always. Yuri with some strong words, man. Look, it's 1-1. Series tied 1-1. We got El Figgy, Say Quizzy, Sora. El Figgy, let's get the El Figgy up next. El Figgy, what's going on? Series tied 1-1. New York Knicks lose to the Detroit Pistons. How you feeling?
I'm nervous, Ant. I'm just, frustrated. Again, I think that we're in big trouble going into Detroit. I'm going to say that out, get that out of the way right away. I think this is going to be a hard fought series when it really didn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we won the first game by the skin of our teeth. I think that we squeaked by with that win. Should have gotten what we should have done with that, since we kind of, I don't want to say we stole that win, but we got it. We should have kept feeding off of the momentum of that, and we should have just dropped the hammer tonight, and we didn't. We let them get away with this, and we came flat out of the gate. Thibs again, and I don't care who I piss off in the chat. I'm sorry, Ant, but Thibs makes 0 adjustments, and he is going to stick to the guys he trusts. He's going to stick to his guys. Again, Campaign really was a shot in the arm that won us that first game. Okay, Cat made some big defensive plays, but who's the momentum? So who turned the game around momentum-wise? It was Cam with that 5-second violation in the beginning of that fourth quarter. It just shook the Pistons a little bit, gave the Knicks that little bit of oomph they needed. Mm-hmm. Right now, you got our captain walking around with a slap mark on his cheek. They know he's banged up. They know his ankle isn't right. They're going to test it every night. Mm-hmm. Josh Hart is getting put on his back. OG looks a little gassed. He can't. A lot of people too are getting on OG, and the commentators and other. OG wasn't as effective. He wasn't shooting a shot tonight. what a lot of people don't understand is defense is the harder side of the ball to play. It's exhausting to have to keep up with someone like Cade Cunningham. So I'm gonna give OG a pass tonight, and I'm not gonna hold him to the fire because I think OG Anunoby has actually got the hardest job on the Knicks right now, and he's they're bringing him through. And another problem, I mean, and people want to talk about the officiating and the refs. Look, man, we've gotten a bad whistle all season. And we won 51 games with that bad whistle. That's another excuse. I don't want to hear that. Yeah. There's no reason that with 2 all-stars and really OG Anunoby, who is probably one of the top 3 two-way players in the league right now. How many people can you say can guard 1 through 5 like OG Anunoby? Draymond maybe? I can't think of too many.
Yep. You keep going away from it. Like you said, he gets exhausted because he's guarding Cade all damn day. So
I'm going to give him a pass because his legs are getting, gassed every single night. He's got the hardest assignment out of everyone on the Knicks right now. OG Anunoby has the hardest assignment. Yeah. I'm now Mikal, missing wide open shots, missing wide open threes. There was a couple of layups that Josh Hart missed under the basket. I'm going to say something that's going to piss a lot of people off in the chat. And I'm sorry. I'm a little bit sick and tired of us. Look, I love Jalen Brunson. I'm not going to say anything negative about Jalen. He's allowed to have an off night, and he's allowed to have some off games. He's banged up. He's getting brutalized. He's getting mauled out there. And then I'm making half the calls for him as they're making for the Pistons. So I'm going to give Jalen another pass. But I'm a little sick and tired of all this, Nova Knicks stuff. I'm going to say this right now, I want to see the Knicks organization build complementary players around Jalen Brunson. I want to see a championship in my lifetime. If Mikal can elevate himself to what he was in Phoenix, that's the Mikal Bridges I thought we were getting. I'm all for it. Yeah. I'm here for it.
Yeah, El Figure, appreciate the call. Thanks for always the support. Really appreciate it, man. You said a lot of great things in there. Appreciate the call. Before I get to say Quizzy, I just want to get this out there. Karl-Anthony Towns in the second half. No points and 3 field goal attempts. No points and 3 field goal attempts for Karl-Anthony Towns, who's touted as one of the best big man shooters in the league. How does that happen? You have this 7-foot gifted, versatile shooter that can drive, pass, post. Even in game 1, you didn't go to him until late, and then finally you went to him, and then he was efficient. And then you're like, damn, finally, Tom Thibodeau, you go to him. Didn't score in the entire second half, only, 3 field goal attempts? That's zero imagination. That is zero imagination for Karl-Anthony Towns. No points in the second half. None. 0. Fourth quarter, no field goal attempts for Karl-Anthony Towns in the fourth quarter. Third quarter, 3 field goal attempts for Karl-Anthony Towns in the fourth quarter. And guess what? He played the entire fourth quarter, and he had no field goal attempts. Make it make sense. Please, somebody try to make it make sense. Say Quizzy, you up next. What's going on, Say Quizzy? Jeez.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
This one hurts because we could have won this game. Like, Bridges, he missed a lot of easy shots early. Like, he picked it up in the third quarter, but he missed a lot of big ones. And like they was giving him open looks too. And he just wasn't finishing them. Yeah. But like when that bench came in with Shamet and Deuce and Payne, and they was like fumbling the ball, doing a bunch of turnovers, doing out of bounds play, I said, yep, it looks like Tibbs is about to play the starters the rest of the game. Because they can't hold the ball. They kept doing turnovers, slipping on the ground, jump balls. I'm like, bro, come on. And it sucks because Pistons was kind of giving us this game. Like, We should have been blown out by like 20.
Yep.
The way we was playing, like they just kept keeping it around like 12 or 10. But then like the Knicks waited too late. Because I'm like, bro, we thought hurry up and make a run, but we made the run last minute.
Yep.
And it sucks. It's like Tibbs, he gotta make plays. Like I hate when we down and it's just Brunson. Like I understand like Brunson could help, but it's like it's easy for the defense to play us. Like Tibbs gotta see like, yo, we gotta do a different play, do a play for Mikal, do something. I feel like every play over a timeout is like a Brunson running pick 3 or whatever. We got a big man that can shoot threes, but we don't even get enough threes up. Like we finally get a big man that can shoot a 3, but it seems like we don't have a big man that can shoot a 3 because we don't do plays for no threes. They got to get OG involved. And then OG got the most work because he's guarding Cade, so I can't even really blame him. Like, Cat got to be aggressive, getting the ball, doing something. Or Tibbs got to see that and be like, yo, let's do a play for Cat. Let's do a pick and roll 3, something, screen. And then we didn't get no big man lineup. Like, why not? Like, just do the big man lineup for a little bit. Give somebody a rest. The starters played a lot because the bench wasn't giving us nothing early, so Tibbs just went to the starters because I seen it early. But he didn't go to it. He went to it for a rebound with Schroeder when it was basically over if we don't make that next shot.
Yeah. Yep.
But Tibbs got to get better because I feel like every time out we do a play for Brunson only.
Yeah.
Even like the last play to make a 3, even though it was over, we could have used Cat. It just feel like everything is going to Brunson.
Look, no field goal attempts for Karl-Anthony Towns in the fourth quarter. Absolutely baffling.
And the thing that sucks about it is Paul Reed's play. He did better last game with the main bench player starting. I don't know his name, whatever his name, with the dreads.
This is the same guy that predicted 76ers last year to win it, and we smoked him. Same guy.
Like, we was getting outboard. Like, we could have used Mitch.
Yep.
Like, especially, like, if Hart's not really going to shoot threes, we could have used him.
Let's be honest. Tibbs was forced to use Josh Hart the big man lineup last game because Josh Hart was in foul trouble. So he was forced to go to that lineup. And you saw the Knicks were even on the boards with them. And
yeah, but that's all I really got to say, though.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Sick Quizzy. All right. 2 more calls in here. Dis Rover, what's going on? Appreciate you calling in. Thanks for the support. What you got? What you got tonight?
Oh, man. You already said don't fire Tibbs. Don't worry, I'll say it for you. Deport Thomas Thibodeau to Yemen over the summer. Don't worry.
Oh, man.
Second thing, I'm gonna say I'm gonna bring it back since it's gonna be a throwback. Dante would have hit that.
Oh no.
And lastly,
that one hurt, man. That one stuck me in the heart, man.
Yeah, I watched it with you on TikTok. Tibbs is a dinosaur. I mean, look, we talked about Landry Shamet. We already talked about it. 4 minutes, 50 seconds. He had 1 turnover. Okay. Didn't play for the rest of the game. He came into the playoffs red hot from the 3. Ain't nobody passing him the ball. He's just standing there in the corner.
Yeah, he's a deer in the headlights.
Watching Brunson ball.
Yep.
Campaign. 4 minutes.
Yep.
Whole game. Yeah, he picked up the 3 fouls in the first half. But last I checked the NBA rule book, you need 6 to get fouled out of the game.
Yep.
So, hey Thomas, Big T, Big Tommy, why isn't Campaign? Why isn't Terry in the second half when he went off for us in the second half?
At least let us see it for like 2 minutes or something, right? I mean, you don't even go to him after what he did in game 1.
Yeah, it don't even matter if he fouls out anyways. It's the playoffs. Let him get the 6 fouls. That's fine. Yeah. We can take it. Just let him play. We got to see something. We don't shoot threes. He's the only one shooting threes. Him and Landry.
No, hey, man.
They sat the bench the whole time.
I agree, man. Valid points, man. I agree. Appreciate you watching me on TikTok, man. I just started doing that, man. But yeah, I wanted to throw up in that fourth quarter. This rover, I wanted to throw up.
All right. Shout outs to Tony. I'm out of here. I'm back in the chat room.
Shout out to this rover. Shout out to the chat. Tony, what's going on in the chat? All right. Sora 2K, what's going on?
It's good, Ants. Isaiah here.
Isaiah, what's going on?
I would like to add on. Yeah, I would like to add on to what this Grover just said about the 3 fouls. I remember yesterday when Josh Hart got into foul trouble. There was a point where Tom Thibodeau kept him a little longer. It's like, whoa.
Yep.
I know. I get it. I get it's Josh Hart, but if you're gonna do that to Josh Hart, why can't we do it for campaign as well? It's like, it's favoritism, man. I hate to say that, but it is. And another thing, I want to add to it too.
Mm-hmm.
The Karl Anthony Towns stuff. Where was the energy that he had the first game? He was everywhere on defense in the first game. Remember, he was everywhere, causing havoc. Where was that?
It just
go
goes to
ahead,
show
go
you,
ahead.
every game is its own chapter, and you can't, every game is different, right? I mean, he was so incredible for us in game 1. I mean, he only took 14 shots in that game, and you thought, you could have got him involved early. They tried to get him involved early tonight, but yeah, I mean, nothing from him. And if it's crazy, if Mikal Bridges hits one of those shots, we're sitting here and it's 2-0 Knicks. It's crazy because once I saw Thompson fouled out, that's when the game kind of, Knicks were like, all right, we got this guy out of here. That's when the game kind of flipped a little bit, but they couldn't pull through.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I just, I know, like you said, every game is its own chapter, but we can't come out with the soft energy, man. It's like, all year we came out flat in certain games. Like, it's got to stop. Like, when is it going to stop at this point? I don't see anything happening next season. I'm not trying to go to next season. But it's like, dude, what are we doing here? It's like, you can't come out with this flat energy against a team like the Pistons that they think that they can beat us now. And you know what? I don't blame them. When you come out soft like that and you give them, the imagery that they can do it, it's hard to stop that.
Yep.
I'm just sick and tired of the same stuff. And listen, I know what Jalen Brunson's our captain, but I gotta put some blame on him though too, because I know people are trying to say, "Oh, it's Tom." Tom has to create these plays for other people, but it's like sometimes Jalen, there's open guys and Jalen just refuses to pass. It feels like, I get it. He's our captain. He's gonna be the guy that needs to take the most shots, but sometimes we gotta get other people involved, and it's on him too. That's all I gotta say.
Isaiah, thank you for the support, man. As always, appreciate you hopping in here and some great comments, man. I mean, yeah, it's on Jalen too. I mean, we can't just keep saying it's the coach, it's the coach, it's the coach. Jalen got to take it upon himself and get others involved, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, there was a play in the first quarter the first quarter, second quarter, where he had Cat open for the pick. I mean, he drove in the lane, was guarded by 2 people. Cat was open, top of the key for a 3. Didn't pass him the ball, man. So, and yeah, I mean, a lot of things that I'm thinking about right now, like I just saw the clip of the Dennis Schroeder 3, the big timely 3 that I want to show you guys really quick. And it just pissed me off even more. Like, what are we doing? Like, what kind of switch is this? Like, what? All right, let me get this Discord thing out the way. But, well, what are we doing here? Watch Jalen Brunson and watch Josh Hart. What? No intensity. Another one, another switch. Then look at the space. That's a walk-up 3. Terrible loss. Terrible loss. Comments to catch up on, man. Zaire, no offense because of PG foul bane instead of running the offense. I saw Thompson fouls out of no Stewart and we still can't win. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Woody says 22nd Jalen. Yeah, there's a lot of possessions late in the game, guys, where the Knicks couldn't get into their offensive sets until like 10 seconds left in the shot clock, like 7 seconds left in the shot clock. And you're sitting there like, what the hell? What is going on? Slow, lethargic, slow, bringing the ball up. Oh, pick and roll. Like, what's... El Figgy says, how many turnovers did we have? We only had, 14? 14 turnovers tonight. Pistons had 15. Isaiah, no communication again between Josh and Jalen. I thought they were close. Yep. Terrible game for the New York Knicks, man. A lot to go over, a lot to talk about. I'll go over the film tomorrow for the members. If you guys want to become a member, hit the join button down below. Really appreciate all the support. Really appreciate you guys in the chat. Yeah, sleep this one off, but this was bad, man. I mean, a lot of work to do. It's series tied 1-1 going into Detroit. You gotta get one in Detroit. You gotta steal one now, right? You gotta steal one. Dark Comedy, appreciate the subscription. Appreciate you guys in the chat. If I missed your comment, I apologize. Tony says, as a 3 seed, you shouldn't be playing behind in 2 games. That shows that we are not playing like the better team, and we are playing at home. Yep, at home. Bad game, man. Lots of stuff to clean up. Appreciate the support as always, man. Have a great night. The Knicks just, again, couldn't get it done. Bad one. Terrible. Figure it out. Too talented, man, to be losing to the Detroit Pistons at home. Too talented. But are we surprised? I'm Anthony. I'll catch you guys next time. Also, I am doing lives on TikTok now at NickStation _ on TikTok. I'm live streaming during the game so you can get my live reactions and stuff. But yeah, I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys, man. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. Peace.